All right, we made it. This is the last installment. So, up until now, we have looked at 7 different practices and methods that ultimately provide us with, first of all, awareness, and second of all, hopefully they are meant to increase your level of positive outlook and ultimately improve your overall level of happiness, okay? In this final installment here, what I'm going to discuss is that it's important that you find your fit, right? And what I mean by that is you have to discover what methods work for you, okay? How often should you be doing these methods and for what duration? Because as I'm sure you're already aware, there's no one size fits all here, okay? And we're going to briefly talk about how we break that down and how we discover what fits our own personalities and what, has the potential to be most effective, all right? So there's a number of different characteristics that we have to think about. First of all, your level of motivation and effort, right? In order to make any sort of change within your life, you have to have some sort of level of motivation and effort, right? But perhaps for some of you, that's a little bit lower than others. So effectively, going and trying doing 7 practices a week for a year is probably going to be a little bit too overwhelming for you and is likely to have even more of a negative effect than a positive effect, okay? So think about this. How motivated are you to do it? And it doesn't matter how motivated you are, right? You might just have, I want to improve my happiness, but I'm not really too concerned. Great, choose one practice and just perform that practice on a regular basis, okay? Your level of efficacy beliefs. Now, what I mean by that is you have to, first of all, believe that these practices and methods can make a difference, and you have to be of the belief that you can change your own outlook and your own personal level of happiness, okay? So how much do you believe that these practices have any worth, okay? Again, same as your level of motivation. If it's like, a little bit, then don't overwhelm yourself. Start small and then go big, okay? Your baseline affective state. Some of us, and everybody is different, has a baseline level of happiness at this particular time, at the present, which is either higher or lower than somebody else's, okay? So you might be a person who is overall pretty happy. Therefore, chances are you're probably not going to need to do 4, 5, 6 of these practices every week, okay? You might choose 2 or 3. If you're at the opposite end of the scale and you feel like you really need some sort of mental boost, then you might want to choose to do more, okay? Personality traits, this is really, really important, right? Are you extroverted? Are you outgoing? If you are, you may find that the more social practices benefit you much better. For example, the, random acts of kindness. You need to be a little bit extroverted to do that. And on the other side of that coin, are you a bit more introverted? You might prefer the more mindful side of things, okay? The gratitude and, the meditation part, the mindfulness, that might work better for you, all right? Now, the important thing here is, as I said, there's not one size fits all here. You have to discover what works best for you. Unfortunately, because we are all so individual, you have to discover that on your own. Good old trial and error, basically. That's the only method that's going to work for you to find your fit. But my suggestion here is start small and go for the practices and the methods that attract you the most, right? By now you should have had a chance to at least try each of them, each of the 7. What ones do you feel like you're most drawn towards? Is it the gratitude? Is it the pro-social networking, going out and inviting people out for a coffee or a beer? Or do you just love that ignore, accept and change? Just go for ones that you really enjoy, because you're obviously going to have much more chance to get a return from those ones, and it's not going to feel like a chore. And then over time, you can add to them, you can switch them. Choose a 4-week plan of 3 practices and then 4 weeks time, switch it and see if it makes any difference to you. Okay, you will soon enough discover the ones that work for you more so than the rest that don't work for you, okay? And that's it. That's really it. That brings us to the end of this journey. So I really just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who signed up. If you made it this far, congratulations. And I really hope you've got some sort of value from this. If there's anything at all that you want to ask me, if you have any questions, if you need any assistance or any help, don't hesitate to reach out to me, okay? You can always reach me via email or feel free to just give me a call. And yeah, that's it. So thank you so much and good luck.